Yesterday I was out walking and I came across something incredible, so I'm going to show you now. It's a larch tree, I think, and it hasn't completely snapped here. It's kind of bent and it's rent this kind of hole in the right through the heart of the trunk. So look at this. And coming around here, we get to see right into the heartwood of the tree. Look at that. It's so incredible. The texture. How often do you get to see this? And I particularly noticed this sticky tree sap that's come out of the tree, out of the bark in places around the wounding. See all of this sticky, shiny resin that has run down here? Also here, these kind of jewels of tree resin. And the other day when I came here, I was touching one of these sticky bits of resin, and there was a place where the resin had kind of dripped down and formed a stalactite of tree resin, and I was touching it and it came away in my hand, and I felt like I'd been given this gift of this little stalactite of tree resin, and I took it in my pocket and I took it home. After spending some time with that amazing tree, I walked home and I picked up an oracle deck. It was a deck that had sat on my shelf for years and I literally never used it. So I was clearing out my shelf and I was thinking of getting rid of it. But I just thought, you know what, before I get rid of it, I'll just pull a card and see what happens. And the card that I pulled was this one. Forest Tears. So I opened the guidebook, and here's the guidebook, the Earthcraft Oracle, and this is what I read. Even trees cry when they're hurt. When a tree is hurt, it seeps forest tears, or what you might know as tree resin. This resin covers the wounds and hardens, allowing the tree the time and protection it needs to heal. The tree's inherent intelligence knows how much resin it needs to feel safe and whole again. I was like, what is going on here? My mind is blown. I just found this incredible tree that is seeping so much resin, and I've received a gift of this stalactite of tree resin, and I've pulled a card that's all about tree resin. I have never seen this much tree resin in my life before. I have never pulled an oracle card that has spoken about tree resin before. What's going on? So I continued reading. It says, you, sacred one, must allow yourself to mourn what is lost. This card is a reminder that we all grieve and heal in different ways, and we must grieve before that healing process can begin. So I was thinking like, oh, that doesn't really resonate. You know, I'm not really feeling grief right now. So I just kind of shrugged and carried on with my day. The next day, I had a call with a new mentor, a one-to-one session with somebody. And in that session, to my absolute surprise, what happened was we connected with this young part of me that was feeling all this grief underneath. There was stuckness that I was feeling in my life. I was feeling kind of flat. I was feeling kind of stuck. I was feeling unmotivated with certain of my life tasks. Underneath that, there was kind of anger and resentment about my needs not being met. Underneath that, there was all this grief and sadness. And that was the thing that was keeping me stuck and holding me back. Even though it was not in my consciousness at all, I had no idea until that session that this grief was going on for me. So this is such a powerful example for me of how the world, the universe, spirit is calling us forward, pulling us forward in the direction of healing. But we have to be open to the signs. We have to trust it and we have to go with it. So this is the kind of work that I do with my clients, opening to the signs and following the guidance that is given to us within us and around us, especially in the natural world. I'm sending so much love to you today, friends.